Welcome to MathSolve. In this video, we are going to learn about scale factor. Scale factor is a special type of ratio. As you can see here, scale factor is equal to the actual distance over scale distance. If you know that when you are doing a map, we always try to scale it down to fit it into our piece of paper. Even though the distance from one city to another city is too large, like maybe 100 to 200 kilometer, but we are putting in a kind of just millimeter distance in the map. So how many times we are making it smaller than the actual distance to fit into a map, that's called the scale factor. So we can just write down the scale factor equal to the actual distance over the scale distance or drawing distance. So then that result will give us the number, how many times the real distance would be more than the map distance. We can also represent using the ratio form, the scale to actual. We can just even you can look at from that, you can just consider there is a denominator 1. So scale 1 to scale is 1 to scale factor is scale distance to actual. So that's how we can represent that as in the ratio form as well. We always put scale first, which is equivalent to 1, and then whatever the scale factor you are getting, that represents the number of the times you are making the real distance smaller to fit into your map. Now we can try to solve a problem to understand more about the scale factor. A model of an aeroplane is 40 centimeter long, so that's the model length. If the real plane is 16 meter long, what is the scale factor of the models? So it means what is the number of the times we are making the plane smaller to make that model. So what we can do, we can just write down the drawing or model to actual. So we can say model length. I'm not writing the length, that's fine. Just model length to actual length. So we know that model length is 40 centimeter and our actual length is 16 meters. So the plane actually is 16 meter long, but our model is 40 centimeter long. What is the scale factor? As you know that we need to make the scale 1 and then it will give the actual value. So we need to make this is 1. Then if it is 1, then how much it will come? So first we need to see here is a centimeter is a meter. Why not just making all similar unit? Then we can cancel, as we know that when we are working with the ratio, we can divide with something similar to cancel out. Okay, now if you do centimeter, so leave that centimeter now like that. It's easier to convert the larger unit to smaller units rather than going from centimeter to meter. So I prefer doing that one. But if you convert centimeter to meter to cancel meter, that's also fine. But this is easier. So what I'm doing now, meter, we know that 100 centimeter equal to 1 meter. So it means it is giving us 1600 centimeter. So 16 meter means 1600 centimeter. Now we can see centimeter will cancel. So it is equivalent to 40 to 1600. If you want to simplify it, and you know that we have to make it 1. How to make it 1? It's easy, you can think like that. How to make this one 1? Okay, so you can think, okay, we have 40. Why not dividing this one by 40? And why not dividing both sides by 40? As I said, you can divide similar number in both sides as what we do in the fraction. So I'm dividing both sides by 40. And then it will give us 1, 2. Then it is cancel 4, 0, I think. So 4 times 4 is 16, then 1 0 left. So 1 to 40. So it means our scale is 1 and actual is whatever is there is the scale factor. So this is so if I say scale factor, then I can write down the scale factor for this model is 40. So what does it mean? It means our model plane is 40 times smaller than the actual plane. If the question giving the scale factor and the model length and asking for the actual, then actual length, in order to get the actual length, we have to always multiply the model length with the scale factor. If the question asking you the model length, but the actual length is given and scale factor is given, then you have to divide the actual length with the scale factor to get the model length. So model length is always smaller. How many times smaller is depends on the scale factor. So when it's asking for the model length, you are dividing with the scale factor. When it's asking for the actual length, you are multiplying the scale factor with the model length. So there could be these two different types of question. One is asking what is the scale factor, then is the way to simplify and find out the scale factor. And another way is the question can ask actual length is given, scale factor is given, asking for the model length, or model length is given, scale factor is given, asking for the actual length. And this is the way you can think that we need to multiply with the scale factor, or you can divide with the scale factor.